transmission because someone, somewhere, filed an unexplained rhythmic contact report and tagged your coordinates in the database. This is not a test. This is not a prank. You may feel compelled to dismiss this message, chalk it up to paranoia, sleep deprivation, or neighborhood legends. You may think it's just a doll, but you haven't heard the sound at 3:17 a.m. You haven't smelled the melted plastic or seen the hair twitch like it's underwater. You haven't watched it tilt its head when you thought it was still dot by the time you hear the first tap. Tap. It's already too late to move homes. It begins slowly. Always. That's how the pattern survives. One night, you swear you hear something small hit your bedroom wall, maybe the wind, maybe a branch. The next, your little cousin says she had a dream about a girl with glossy skin and no knees who stared at her from behind the dresser. You notice your dog no longer enters the guest room. There's a smell, like burned sugar and damp clothes. You dismiss it. Everyone does at first dot, and then 3:17 a.m. arrives. That's the trigger hour. Always. No matter the season. No matter your time zone. At 3:17 a.m. exactly, she knocks twice, never more, never less. Tap, tap. It echoes from closets, beneath, beds, attic trapdoors, even basements you swore were sealed. The sound is wet somehow, not hollow like knuckles, but soft and padded, like rubber fingers on drywall. It only happens if the room is dark. There are 3 known cases on record. 3 we can confirm. 3 that survived long enough to report what they saw before they stopped speaking. The first was Caleb M., 16 years old, a junior in Cedar Hollow High. He was dared by his friends to sleep in the abandoned farmhouse near Ridge Road. It was supposed to be funny teenage bravado and beer. They left him there overnight. When they returned at dawn, they found him outside, barefoot in the frost, staring at the upstairs window. His fingers were torn from scratching the floorboards. He never spoke again. Hospital notes report mild hypothermia, shredded fingertips, and bite marks on his shoulder in the shape of tiny crescent teeth. A burned Barbie doll was found near his feet. The hair was wet. Case 2, Elsie Merrill, age 84, lived alone in Shadewood Village Retirement Home. Staff says she never had children, never liked dolls. She began hearing tapping sounds in early spring, claimed her childhood toy came back. Neighbors heard humming at night slow, broken songs from old commercials. Her night nurse found Elsie curled in the closet, eyes wide open, clutching a melted doll to her chest. Her jaw was dislocated. Her tongue had been removed cleanly, no blood trail, no surgical tools. Security footage showed her bedroom door opening at exactly 3:17 a.m. There was no one in the hall. The last case, Milo J., 7 years old, adopted last year. Bright, quiet, loved storybooks. His parents heard him whispering over the baby monitor for weeks, always around the same hour. When asked, he said, "She's lonely." She said her last girl forgot her. They dismissed it until Milo's screams woke the neighborhood. They found him curled under his bed, fingernails missing, whispering, "Don't open it. Don't open the door." A Barbie doll was lodged inside the wall vent. It had no eyes, just carved sockets and stringy, damp hair. It blinked once. We don't know what it is, but there are theories. Some believe it's a pattern parasite being that attaches to rhythmic memory, toys, music, ritual. It may feed on nostalgic imprinting, turning innocent objects into vessels. The doll seems to travel through sensory gaps, unlit closets, vents, underbed cavities. It chooses darkness and routine. The human brain creates predictable patterns. It uses those as imitations. But there's one commonality in all cases. The knocking, always at 317, always to taps. If you hear 3, do not investigate. That means she's already inside. We can't stop it, but we've developed rules to reduce your exposure. These are not suggestions.